We are back here on Girl Talk. It is our 300th episode, and guess who's with us?
We have some handsome gentlemen.
The Edwards brothers. Barry Edwards,
Exactly.
Island Tire. Lee Edwards is here from the Greenery. We have not even had our cocktails yet.
Well,
are you sure?
some are.
Some are, exactly. You know what? We have had a lot of fun in the first couple segments talking about how we have evolved from Girl Talk, and also how wonderful it's been to kind of have you along with us to help in all that.
Our sponsors are really responsible for us being able to produce the show,
Exactly.
and in turn, we hope it's been a valuable marketing tool for y'all to be able to.
Well, the guys were talking about when we first started, and we kind of wanted to know from where you started to where you are now. Is it still a little scary to be on Girl Talk?
Where were you starting with Girl Talk?
No. From a business
From a business
point.
perspective, I think that's.
You know, I think Girl Talk's fun, and it's a fun show, and people who watch it think it's fun, and you know, you learn a little bit about businesses, but I think you learn more about the people than you do the businesses.
You get to see the people in the organization, so it's not just always the same person, and hopefully it's interesting, you know.
And probably be more fun if we did it at a bar.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
exactly. That's what he's trying to throw out, exactly. But you know what's really interesting for me is we hear all the time when we're walking down the street, oh, I saw Barry, or I saw, one of your guys, I saw Vince finally go on TV, I saw Carol, I saw, Amy, I saw Janice, I saw
John, yeah.
Exactly.
John Bradford, he does a great job too.
Exactly.
Carol
Lisa.
Gedalia,
Your
Yeah.
mom.
Lisa Kagan.
Yeah, Mom's been on a couple of
Mom's
times.
been on twice.
I think you all need to work on getting Lee on more often. He
I
really
think so.
enjoys
He's
the camera.
kind of under the radar a little bit,
We've
but
got lots of people who like to be on the show. It works out well. I come on every now and then.
in terms of like your businesses,
Yes.
though, like in our first segment we were talking about, we started this in '08, just not necessarily in relation to the show, but just in terms of the past 6 years. What's been the business experience like? Where do you foresee things going for each of your businesses?
And I think talking to you first, you just started Island Tire.
I mean, it's been
Well,
what?
the business
3
has
years
been there
now?
since 1973. We bought it in 2011, so we've just turned 3 years. But for us, the biggest change has just been really focusing on fundamentals and basics, a quality customer service. You know, those are the same things that when our dad started the Greenery, where his focus has always been on. So, that's been kind of the way they've operated. It's not to say that the organization before didn't do that, but just in our 3 years, we've tried to put a renewed focus on that.
And I can tell you from a testimonial standpoint from you and I, because I know it, we spend a lot of time when those little lights come on
Worrying about it.
worrying about them. And when I am have my spiffy clothes on, full service gas pumping, I'm all about it. But it's great. And for the Greenery.
Well, I'd say it's very similar with us. It's always about customer service. It's about keeping the client happy. It's about keeping long-term repeat customers. That's what we built our business on, and what we want to keep building it on. It's just people who want, and we've had some clients for 20, 30 years. I mean, that's not uncommon. And we've got a lot of employees similar. I mean, we've got 2 employees that have been there 40 years.
I love the employee-owned
I do
concept
too.
too.
I do
I mean,
too.
that really seems
Well,
to work. because-
everybody sort of buys into that. They've got that employee ownership mentality, and it reflects on the work they do.
It really does. And you have a lot of different divisions, which, some people are still trying to wrap their heads around everything that you all do.
You're
because,
not just retail.
yeah, we know them all
Yeah.
from the beautiful
That's
retail
actually
location.
the retail. That's kind of the face of the Greenery, but it's the smallest part of the business. And people don't realize we have branches in Savannah and Beaufort and Bluffton and Charleston and Somerville, but we do commercial landscape maintenance in all those places. But
And residential.
And Debbie, you talk about
installation.
perception. For the longest time, people were like, oh, Island Tire, or Island Tire and Auto. But it's where you go to get tires. But for us, tires is only 30%. Well, it's about 30% of our business. The majority of it is service. I mean,
And the other thing, I know we're not supposed to talk girl talk all the time, but I have to tell you from what we've learned, literally what we have learned from you and the Greenery and Island Tire is changing oil, reading our manuals. knowing how to do hummingbird and butterfly gardens, knowing when and how to plant, knowing when and how to find professionals.
And when to turn it over to the professionals. You can only do so much yourself, and then you just say, Uncle, it can be taken to a whole nother level if you have the right people at the helm. And for both of your businesses, it's like, why would you want to mess around with your yard and irrigation and bug spraying and all that stuff when you can have those guys do it? And the same thing with your car,
But as much fun as we have, I think, again, what you and I are saying is the actual knowledge base, what we've gained is amazing. And knowing that you all are icons of our low country community is...
Icons.
Damn. Boy, I feel really old now.
town council.
You know what icons mean? It means you are no longer 18.
It usually means a statue, if I'm not correct.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
A plaque or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, do you have a proclamation that
I
says...
have a monument,
A monument, exactly. Well, it sounds like things are going great.
Good.
Where do you see things moving forward? Do you have growth into different areas, or just continue the same path and just...
As you say, for my group, it's...
You go ahead.
Yeah, for our group is just to continue to grow our core of repeat customers, and and we'll see where that takes us. Eventually I'd be interested in looking at other locations, but it's really key for us to get to where we want to be and know that we've got a good sustainable model that can be repeated and produce the same kind of quality.
And with us, I would say the Greenery's sort of always been a growth-oriented company. Not necessarily
No pun
because we want to be
intended.
huge, but yeah, you're right. It's about not only growing plants and grass and all that, but growing a business, but growing careers, growing opportunities for the employee owners. Because to me, if you're not growing and you want the talent, you want to keep talented people, and the only way you're going to keep them is if you provide an opportunity. And so we want to grow, not just because we want to grow, but because we want to grow into the opportunities for those people. That's how you keep them.
Speaking for the two Debbies, we are so pleased and proud to have you as sponsors.
It's been
is
great.
wonderful.
You've been a big part of
been
our
great being here.
success.
We've
So
enjoyed it.
thank
It's been
you.
a great relationship.
He's ready to go get a beer. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on Girl Talk.